Oh boy, do we have a lot to talk about in today's video. We got a pretty significant update on Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales. We got a new screenshot, we got some information about the setting of the game and things of that nature. Mortal Shell, a Souls-like game that I've been talking about quite a bit. It's coming out August 18th, but that is going to be, it's a digital release. It will be seeing a physical release about a month and a half later. We'll talk that. And the first 15 minutes of Control's AWE expansion has been uploaded, and of course, Control's not everybody's favorite game after the questionable, I guess to say the best tactics that they're pulling in terms of how to upgrade to a PlayStation 5 version. We'll talk all that at the end of this video. But first of all, Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales, new screenshot featuring ray-traced puddles. The screenshot looks great, and I'm really excited for this game. Maybe I've been downplaying it a little bit, but Spider-Man is literally one of my favorite games of this generation, and I know it's got like a, mid to high 80s on Metacritic, and I think I agree with that mid to high 80, but I'm such a big Spider-Man fan. Probably my favorite superhero. Maybe Batman's right up there, but Spider-Man, Batman definitely top two. And, Miles Morales, even as a standalone expansion, I think it's gonna be something enjoyable. I wasn't big on Lost Legacy, Uncharted Lost Legacy, but hey, more of Marvel Spider-Man's gameplay I don't think is a bad thing at all, and this is going to obviously further the story quite a bit. It was noted Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales is set in the winter 1 year after the events of Marvel Spider-Man. Miles' home neighborhood of Harlem is on the verge of being torn apart by war between an energy corporation and a criminal organization armed with advanced technology. As previously described, it is a spin-off akin to Uncharted The Lost Legacy, but according to Insomniac Games creative director Brian Intihar, it has a lot of heart. This is a full arc for Miles Morales that started in Spider-Man Horn Told Entertainment Weekly. We really are completing this hero's coming of age in our game. It's a complete story, and obviously, if you played the Spider-Man DLC, it was really set up in those story pieces. Horton continued, when we started crafting it, we realized that with a little bit more of a compact storytelling style, we could tell a very emotionally impactful story that would fit really well as an experience that would take Spider-Man 1 and Miles Morales and do justice to this character. Miles will be training with Peter to hone his Spider-Man skills. He is his own Spider-Man with unique animations, movements, mechanics, and powers such as Bioshock and invisibility, which also acts as a metaphor for his hero journey. While Peter Park's hero story was born out of tragedy, Miles Morales' story is more so born out of family. What I think is really compelling about Miles as a character is he has friends that he could actually let into his world, his human world and his spider world. He's a little different in the way he approaches it, and I like that. I like the fundamental differences that we're going to have thematically from Miles and Peter's story, and maybe this could be, a succession of multiple standalone expansions. Maybe the mainline games of Marvel Spider-Man focus around Peter Parker's story, and then we can get these standalone expansions that are significant experiences. Or maybe you can even alternate. Maybe you could get to the point where Miles Morales' story dictates that you need a full game. Whatever you want to do. I remember the buzz around Marvel Spider-Man, and look, I have a lot of casual video game friends, and I just remember that game really clicked on a casual level, and when you have games at that level, I can understand why you want to expand it really quickly, and Miles Morales is gonna be one of the heavy hitters at launch. It might be the best-selling game at launch, bar none, unless they do, like, Demon's Souls Remake, barring, something crazy like that, although I do think Demon's Souls Remake is going to be a launch title. But from a personal standpoint, just knowing that this is a standalone expansion and knowing it's going to be like Uncharted The Lost Legacy, and that Uncharted Lost Legacy comparison may have dampened my expectations a little bit just because I was not that crazy about Lost Legacy and I thought it was a bit of a drop-off from Uncharted 4. But at the end of the day, if it's a Lost Legacy length, that necessarily isn't a bad thing as long as it's priced accordingly and the quality level is there. They're comparing Miles Morales to the size of Lost Legacy, not necessarily the quality level of Lost Legacy. And I'm not here to crap all over Lost Legacy. I did complete it after all, and I still had enjoyment out of it, but Uncharted 4 could possibly be my favorite game of this generation, so you're talking about a pretty high bar to live up to. But if we get Miles Morales and we get, like, Demon's Souls Remake and we get, like, what was that game that's being done by Housemarque? Name is escaping me, but if all that is a launch title, bro, that's a successful launch in my book, given that, dude, I love the PlayStation 4, I love the exclusive library, but if any of you guys pick up a PS4 at launch, tell me how dog that launch lineup was. Killzone Shadowfall? And Killzone is one of my favorite franchises of all time, but that was not it, Chief, and then we had the oh-so-famous Knack, so yeah, I think Miles Morales is going to be a little bit better than that. Alright, next up, Mortal Shell Physical Edition launches October 2nd. Digital Edition is due out on August 18th. This is a game that we will be doing a more in-depth video on to get you guys up to speed with all the information regarding the game, because this is one that's going a little bit under the radar, but it looks really good from a technical standpoint. This looks like a premier game. Like, yes, it's priced at $29.99, but dude, you look at this game visually, I don't know content-wise, I don't know quality-wise, but what I'm liking, I'm really seeing. This is coming from publisher PlayStack and developer Cold Symmetry, which we just don't know a ton about. The game physically will also be $29.99, and we will include an exclusive fold-out poster and a softback art book, so that's pretty cool. Unfortunately, on PC, it is going to be an Epic Game Store exclusive, so that's a little bit of a bummer for PC players, but PS4, X1, so you got all that good stuff. The game notes, awakening as an empty vessel, you will enter into a shattered and twisted world where the remains of humanity wither and rot. Implored to do the bidding of the mysterious Dark Father, you must traverse this tattered landscape and track down hidden sanctums of devout followers. There in Mortal Shell's most hallowed grounds, you must overcome formidable forces and harvest the sacred lands. You won't be truly alone when the dead litter your path. Scattered across this land are the remnant anima of lost warriors who can be inhabited to gain their unique abilities and knowledge of weapons. The Dark Father is desperate for you to complete your task, but to what end? Definitely has that dark art style that Dark Souls is known for, and who knows? It's been a while since we got a Souls game. Demon Souls Remake definitely has all the attention, but this is coming out a little bit before, and I think the appetite is going to be there. As long as it's a quality game, I think this is one that could resonate a lot with people. And, you know, game releases have been a little bit dry for a little bit, you know, going back to Ghost of Tsushima. That's about a month or so. So I think Mortal Shell is going to have a spotlight on it. It all comes down to whether this game is quality or not, and that's going to be a big factor. Lastly, I do want to note that the first 15 minutes of Control AWE expansion gameplay is out, and it reunites us with Alan Wake. So obviously, bro, I'm a big fan of Alan Wake. Like, even though Control's being mad whack with this Ultimate Edition only being the upgradable one to, you know, PlayStation 5, it's Alan Wake at the end of the day. I'm gonna have inherently some excitement for the game, but yeah, that doesn't excuse the fact that they are doing some lame stuff, and it might not be Remedy, it might be a 505 decision. I don't know how that deal worked out. But in a Twitch stream today, the studio showcased the first 15 minutes of the expansion and confirmed that Control and Remedy do indeed take place in the same universe. I should say Control and Alan Wake. We see how Jesse discovered that Alan Wake is connected to the Bureau of Control, and it is confirmed that she knew him before the events of the game. So that's super exciting. Like, I love Control as well. Crossing over Control and Alan Wake, yeah, I'm gonna be all in on that. Not all in on the Ultimate Edition, but, you know, if you didn't pick up Control and you've been wanting to play it, and you're okay with, you know, supporting this kind of tactic, if you're not feeling, you know, completely, I don't know, a little lame about it, well, the Ultimate Edition on sale, like, when it goes down to 30 bucks, that's probably gonna be a really good buy with all the content you're getting. Control base game is on PlayStation Now right now, so if you want to play that way, you can. Again, I really enjoyed the game. I just wish they would have gone a different route as far as the upgrade path goes, but I guess I'm beating a dead horse at this point. But that's gonna conclude this video. Again, Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales gets a new screenshot and information tidbits. Mortal Shell gets a physical edition, and the first 15 minutes of Control AWE expansion gameplay is out right now. That's going to conclude this video. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.